Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I'm Death from Above. Today I've got a Legendary Max video for you on the Assembly 2 auto rifle. This is the new Monarchy Legendary auto rifle. This is the vendor version. So what I like to do in the Legendary Max videos that I do is I take a gun from Destiny, take it through its paces, look in PvE, look in PvP. I'll talk about base stats. I'll talk about my version. I'll get into some PvE and some PvP gameplay, and we will talk about it there. I'll give it an arbitrary grade on its performance based on my own experience that means nothing, and then I'll let you know if it's a fun gun or not. And fun gun basically means, do I like using it and will I continue to use it? So let's get right into it with the Assembly 2. So the Assembly 2 is a high rate of fire, low impact auto rifle with decent stability, decent range, and decent reload. It's very similar to the Doctrine of Passing. So let's pull up the primary stats from Planet Destiny. We'll talk about each one. So the Assembly 2 auto rifle has a primary stat rate of fire of 100, impact of 2, range of 15, stability 32, reload 69, mag size is 56. Secondary stats are aim assist 83, equip speed 54, recoil direction 60, and zoom is 15. The only secondary stats I really care about are equip speed and maybe recoil direction. Aim assist is whatever on a primary weapon, especially an auto rifle like this. Now if we compare that to the Doctrine of Passing, rate of fire, impact, and range are all identical. Stability is a little bit higher on the Doctrine of Passing, but you'll see in a minute the perks on mine kind of negate that. Reload very similar, a little bit faster on the Doctrine. Aim assist is lower on the Doctrine, but the equip speed is faster. Recoil direction and zoom are the same. So the Doctrine of Passing is it's a hair quicker in the usage, but this one has a little bit more aim assist, if that's a trade-off you can make on a primary weapon like this. So it's a very interesting combination. So let's take a look at my Assembly 2 auto rifle that I got. This is the vendor version. Like I said, I went to old Triple Wreck over here, talked to him, said, hey Triple, give me a good auto rifle for some fun. And he said, here, have this one, it's nice. I said, okay. So you can pick this one up yourself if you want to, and it's a pretty good one. What I did is I went around to all the vendors right when Rise of Iron launched, and I looked at each one of the guns, and I was like, which gun will I have the most use for in the beginning right now? So I was thinking, I'm going to do story missions, I'm going to do some PvP. I know this archetype of auto rifle is good there. The talents are good on this one, and it'll be fun in PvE. So I picked this up first. It was my first purchase in Rise of Iron, so it was my first Rise of Iron gun. So the Assembly 2 auto rifle reads, Executor issued auto rifle for loyal supporters of New Monarchy. Well, my Titan's not a loyal supporter, but my Warlock is. So I used him to make the purchase. So it comes with the red dot ORA scope, which is kind of a ranged scope. We got the steady hand, which I like a little bit better because it gives me more stability and reload and gives me that real open sight picture. Then we have the OEG, which I've been using more recently. I just like the way it looks. It's a cool looking scope. So I've been switching off between those just to see which one works the best. Not real big differences between any of them. But talents or perks that comes on it. We've got armor piercing rounds. This gives you a little bit more range, but slows the gun down a little bit. Quick draw, so the weapon can be drawn unbelievably fast. Perfect balance, third eye, counterbalance. And the reason I picked it up is because it has counterbalance and perfect balance and the archetype that it was. So it's a really stable, high rate of fire auto rifle. So let's get into some PvE and PvP gameplay. Talk about it, how it performs there. So in PvE, which is the main reason I actually bought this gun, because I knew it would be good for mowing down groups of enemies and just kind of a good all-purpose weapon, PvE and PvP. So in PvE, performed exactly like I wanted to. The mag size is a little bit too small. I would like it to be about 60 to 65. I think that would make it the perfect mag size, but then that pushes it into the range in PvP of being able to kill 2 or 3 people with one mag, and that's a little bit more than I think Bungie intended, which is why they recently lowered those mag sizes. So in PvE, very fun, nice. You can get the headshots with this one because of the counterbalance and perfect balance, so you have a pretty good idea of where the enemy is. The recoil does go up pretty hard, though. It does climb pretty good, so you're not getting quite the level that braced frame gives you with counterbalance, but perfect balance does help out a lot. It keeps it right in the center. You just got to control that recoil a little bit more. PvE also, it's very quick. I was using loader gloves most of the time, So I really enjoy this one in PvE. It's one of those guns that's going to benefit you in story missions. It's going to benefit you in strikes. But once you get into something like the raid or some really high-end activities, you're probably going to switch off of this. This is one of those guns that in the beginning is really nice, and then you kind of retire it and use it just for PvP once you get into the raid and other things like that. Probably, I don't know. I haven't done the raid yet, so maybe you can use it there, but whatever. So for PvE, I'm going to give it a B+. That's my grade in PvE. In PvP, it performed exactly like I expected it to. It's a high rate of fire auto rifle. It's got good stability. You can get, what I like to do with this gun, since I don't have the best thumb skill, I have a little bit of finger lag going on. I like to aim center mass and let it walk up to the head and then try to control the recoil there. And I find that was very effective. If I really was just in a need for speed, I would just aim center body, not even ADS, and just yank the trigger and let the mag size do its work. Mag size and high rate of fire, so just kind of melt people down. It doesn't feel like it melts like a brace frame counterbalance Doctrine did, but that may be due to recent nerfs. It may just be because the mag size is a little bit smaller, or maybe it's just not quite as good as the Doctrine. It never felt like it was OP. It never felt like I was winning every engagement just because of my gun. It felt like a gun that is extremely effective, but you still got to know what you're doing, and it's not noob proof. So it was very solid in PvP, not a monster, but a good choice. If you grab this, you'll be looking to do both PvE and PvP with it, and it's a lot of fun, and I think it looks really cool. So that's what I think about the Assembly 2 PvP grade. I'm going to give it a B+ there as well. All in all, overall score B+. Is it a fun gun? It's climbing the hill to a fun gun. It may not be quite at the top yet. It's close. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not really a fun gun, because probably when I get a few more Rise of Iron weapons, this one will make its way to the vault, and I'll pull it out for special occasions or something. So that's what I think about the Assembly 2. What do you think about the Assembly 2? Do you have this gun? Do you use it? What other auto rifles do you have right now that you're using in Rise of Iron? And what other guns do you want me to take a look at? Let me know your comments. I really do take your feedback and use that to look towards the next thing. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, I'm Death from Above, and I will see you later. See you, bye.